Welcome back to Invest Money PH YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, okay? In this video, I will discuss how to trade US and international stocks from the Philippines. Also, I will show you what app I'm using to do this, Etoro. For those looking to trade US and international stock markets from the Philippines, those looking to join the action in Bitcoin, other cryptocurrencies, in gold, or oil trading, foreign exchange or Forex pairings, do consider Etoro. I opened my Etoro account in 2018, as I wanted to diversify, to explore international markets, especially the US, and sharpen my skills further, when it comes to stocks trading. It's like a new world of countless investment and trading opportunities opened up for me, thousands of names compared to less than 500 in our own PSE. There is much more excitement, and volatility, in international markets. Much more choices, much more participants. Hence much more volume and movement. You can also make money even on downtrend stocks by shorting them. Again, why trade foreign markets? For me, it's diversification and self-improvement. There's countless opportunities out there, thousands of quality companies. Imagine, given the COVID-19, our local market is falling and all we can do is wait for the bottom or trade the bounces, or trade the handful of names that will still profit despite the community quarantines and business closures. But in foreign markets, money never sleeps. Perhaps you've heard that technology stocks Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google have staged strong recoveries early on despite the pandemic still worsening. Do we have the same options locally? Diversity. There are many stock plays due to the pandemic. Aside from tech stocks, there are cloud provider companies like Snowflake. There's a play on who profits most from vaccines: GSK, Pfizer, Moderna, J&J. Zoom and PayPal stocks went up as more people held online meetings and made payments digitally. Locally we have Gcash and PayMaya mobile wallets, but the closest stock market exposure you can get for these is via Globe and PLDT. Other options are up-and-coming industries: renewable energy and solar. Game developers such as Roblox and Fortnite. You can even buy marijuana stocks. Legally this time. Bitcoin had its 2020 halving and did not seem to care much about COVID-19. There are a lot of other cryptocurrencies tradable internationally. There's also Alibaba, Tencent, Samsung, all giant companies from Asia. Of course there's global blue chip stocks and the Filipino household names like Coke, P&G, Unilever, Starbucks, Johnson's & Johnson's, Nike, Disney, Nestle, Citibank. You get my point. There's a diverse menu of companies out there, compared to the limited choices here locally. Now, let me share some Etoro features I like. Of course this is biased since I haven't tried other trading platforms for foreign markets. And so far, I have no intention of exploring other platforms. I am not saying other platforms or trading apps don't have the following features. You're free to explore and shop, but for me, for now, I'm good with Etoro. First thing I like is the buffet menu and watch list. Again, access to so much more stocks and companies all over the world. Names I mentioned earlier are just the tip of the iceberg. Users can create multiple watch lists to segregate different names being monitored, and check on your favorites. Names that did a recent IPO also become available for trade as soon as it stabilizes in price. Can't stress this enough: crypto and Forex. Be able to trade cryptocurrencies. I only trade Bitcoin though. Foreign exchange, even precious metals and commodities, oil, gold, silver, etc. These are not readily available in local online trading sites. We're no longer limited to stocks. They say it's also good to learn Forex because you can trade the two sides depending on who's winning. Now we get to see the dynamics of Forex pairings. Next thing I like is short selling. If done right, you're able to profit from your investment even if the price goes down, assuming you bet from the onset that the name will go down. Of course this is easier said than done, but at least, here in Etoro, it's doable compared to our local market where short selling remains a dream, a future state. For those who want to bet big, leverage is available. You can get a boost of up to 5 times, 10 times of your traded amount. This is very risky though, so I seldom use it myself. But if done correctly, it is very powerful in growing one's portfolio exponentially. Of course it can also wipe out one's portfolio in a very short time. Simply put, leverage means if you trade $100, at 5x leverage, you'll be able to buy $500 worth, and the movement will be magnified with such multiplier as well. So the small gains in a $100 trade becomes 5x more, but so are the losses if ever. There are fees of course if you keep your position overnight or over the weekend. Another useful feature is the stop losses and trailing stops. This is important to me as I want to keep my risks managed, and this is also lacking in the major and more popular online trading accounts in the country. With this, I can sleep soundly at night knowing that when I wake up, I either gained some dollars or lost some, but within my preset stop losses. The stop loss automatically adjusts to, also known as trailing stops, to protect my gains from inevitable pullbacks. Copy trading. Yup, there is. This one is cool, a cheat sheet of sorts. You can search other traders all over the world and copy their trades with just a few taps on your mobile phone. You can also review their historical performance and risk-taking. Should you decide to copy them, Etoro will replicate whatever is in their portfolio, based on percentage distribution, and apply that same distribution to the amount you intend to trade. Changes to the copied portfolio will reflect in your portfolio as well, new positions, closed trades, etc. So their gains and losses moving forward will be your gains and losses too. Another cool thing is the copy portfolios, a basket of similar stocks that works like an index. Interesting copy portfolios are cryptocurrencies, renewable energy, electric vehicles, marijuana, etc. Etoro is also a social platform. See what other users have to say about a particular stock or commodity or crypto. This is like the stocks forum of old. Just post anything and tag the stocks or names you like. If you like reading what other people's thoughts are, if you like to be hyped or do the hyping, you can do it here. You can also follow other traders to see their posts and trades. Next is ease of account opening and user interface. Account opening is very easy, just fill up the fields in the app, take pictures of some identification documents. The app is designed to be used via mobile phone, so the interface is very mobile friendly. One can buy and sell with a few taps on the screen. I wish local trading apps are like this. You can do your trading on the go, while lying in bed before going to sleep, or while doing number 2. Ease of funding. I only put a manageable amount in my Etoro trading account because even though I trust them enough, they're still a foreign company, which means in case I need to chase them, they're not locally available and the communication will be purely online. But so far, I haven't had the need to chase them for any complaints. Account can be funded via local online banking, credit card payment, or PayPal. There are other ways but I'm not familiar with them. I only used these 3 ways and crediting is fast, real time. Note that to this date, I haven't tried withdrawing any amount. Minimum amount to trade. Mostly for stocks, $50 to $100 is enough to open a position, that's just 5,000 pesos, but in the Philippines, they say trade a minimum of 8,000 pesos to maximize the fees and charges. Etoro does not charge commissions, instead they use spreads if you trade with them as they are a CFD broker. There's also referral income to new users. Though this is a limited offer, first 10 only, it's still a good to have, especially for us here in the Philippines. The freebie is already attractive enough. Imagine, that's $500 of additional buying power. See the description below for the link to open an Etoro account. Once you have an account, your friends can use your referral link too. Now, time for some things we don't like much. First off, spreads and fees. We like free, but there's no such thing as free lunch. Admit it, everyone doesn't like fees and charges or commissions, but it cannot be avoided. Etoro in general does not have commissions and management fees. Instead they use spreads. Though we don't like it, that's the way it is. At the end of the day, they are a business and they need to earn. The typical spread is 0.09%, as of this writing, which means if you buy a stock via CFD, you buy it at 0.09% higher than market prices because that extra amount is your payment to Etoro. Same banana actually, just like how commissions work locally, you incur costs during buying and selling. Also don't forget there are fees should you use leverage. There's also an activity fee if no login in 12 months, and withdrawal fee. Again, I haven't tried withdrawing my funds in Etoro, so nothing much I can say here. Minimum amount to trade. Yes, I mentioned this in my likes, but for commodities, oil, gold, and Forex, they require a higher minimum amount. If you won't trade the CFD of the stock and want to purchase the stock itself, Minimum trade amount is higher too, something like $1,000 per transaction. Or maybe use leverage or margins. I guess you can't have it all. Charting in the app needs improvement. The in-app charts are decent enough to add a few indicators but can't be customized enough. If you're the type who uses exotic indicators, you'll need to do your charting outside the app. This is common with local stockbrokers too, very rare charting tools. And frankly, I never liked doing charting via mobile phone anyway. Personally, I use Investograms and TradingView to do my charting. Yes, you can access charts of some international names via Investograms. Limited stop loss and trailing stops. I know I mentioned that Etoro has stop loss and trail stops, which is very good. But they have a limit on the minimum loss amount you can tolerate. It can't be too tight. Sometimes, if I'm feeling a bit more conservative or I feel that the trade is very volatile, I'd like to keep a very tight stop loss. For example, I only want to lose maximum $5, but Etoro has a built-in minimum stop loss, wherein minimum stop loss should be $8 or higher, which means I'm forced to increase my stop loss threshold. I think this is because it's very costly and heavy in server space if there's so much customization going on for all the users all over the world, and they decided to limit the customization for this feature. Just my hunch. I guess it's better than having no stop loss at all. Right? That's it for now. I guess the next best thing is for you to explore Etoro on your own, and see for yourself if this is the platform that will allow you to trade US stocks, plus a whole lot more. Again, you may use the link in the description below to open an Etoro account. No commitments. Thanks for watching. And again, don't forget to subscribe to Invest Money PH. Grow your money, be fine.